Now go on, admit it. You've yelled at your computer before, right? Well, I know I have, and it's not because we don't love our computers, it's just that sometimes they're a little frustrating. A word of warning, though. Be careful what computers you yell at, because some of them are talking back.
Hello, welcome to Macintosh.
This is a different kind of computer voice. It doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Way back in the age of the dinosaur, computers were simple. You could get by just by typing commands at them. And then as the complexity grew inside computers, as the file systems became more complicated, the operating system and so on, it just became overwhelming. You couldn't remember all the commands, you kept on getting things wrong. And then Apple brought out these computers that had the point-and-click interface, with these windows and icons.
Right.
And for us, we believe it's time for a new paradigm, a new style of interaction with the computer, where instead of having to point and click and bring up this menu and find that sub-menu and then click on this button and get lost in the complexity of that, you just tell the machine what you want it to do. Computer, schedule a meeting with Bob Strong.
On what day would you like to meet?
Next Wednesday,
At what time would you like to meet?
from 2 p.m. till 4 p.m.
Where would you like to meet?
in Three Ring Circus.
That conference room is already taken.
Oh, okay. How about Three Stooges?
Okay. A meeting is now scheduled with Bob Strong on March 2 from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in Three Stooges.
There's two technologies involved, speech recognition and speech synthesis. Speech recognition is getting the computer to understand what we say to it. You have to record hundreds of thousands of examples of real human speech and model the variation statistically of all of the sounds, the vowels and consonants in the languages, because the way you speak is different from the way I speak.
Right, I was going to ask that question. What about dialects, you know, different ways of saying different words?
Right. There's problems between dialects, there's even problems within dialects, because within Australian English, within American English, different people say things differently.
Right.
You need to model that variation, and we have very sophisticated statistical models to capture that kind of variation, model it, and capitalize on it so that we can get the computer to understand the speech when it hears it.
What are the advantages of getting a computer system that you can talk to, that you can interact with?
There's a whole bunch of advantages for different kinds of people.
Right.
For example, for disadvantaged people, like people with hearing disabilities,
Of course,
or
yeah.
the blind. I was sent some email just a couple of weeks ago by a guy. His problem was his uncle, I think it was his uncle, has Lou Gehrig's disease, and his uncle also had lost the ability to speak. Well, this guy just bought for his uncle one of these Macs and wrote a few programs that use the speech technology that's already there, so that the guy could use this